grind, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. There on the catch, Alfred Blue. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. He got 29 yards that time. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
21.
Now Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly,
21.
just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
We got to discuss for Houston the winning streak that they're on. 9 straight victories now after beginning the season 0-3. Last weekend, taking care of Cleveland 29-13.
Remember, they were 4-12 last year. A lot of injuries. Those guys have healed and have come back and played really well, led by Deshaun Watson on offense and J.J. Watt on defense. This team now is one of those teams that the rest of the league is looking at and saying, do we really want to play them? Because Deshaun Watson's magic on offense can vex any defense. And the guys on defense, led by Watt, they get after the quarterback.
Those 9 straight wins, franchise record. First team in the NFL to win 9 straight after 3 straight losses to begin a year. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Underneath for Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on second is Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes the Texans now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Set into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Watson, he'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Going deep, and this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. We get set to see the Falcons offense again, and it's a group that really struggled last weekend in the loss to Baltimore. If you look at the numbers, their worst offensive output in almost 20 years.
Hey, let's go.
And earlier this season, with so many injuries on the defensive side of the ball, the offense was carrying Atlanta. Remember when they had a nice streak and they got to 4-4, and it looked like, hey, they could surge and be a factor? Then the offense has gone south for them. Fourth straight loss. Matt Ryan just 131 passing yards, a career low when he's attempted 20 or more passes in a game.
And now they travel to Green Bay. Beginning of the year, that looked like a blockbuster game. Both of those teams really struggling. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Watson now to throw. On the move to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll try and run. Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. First half in the... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Dunn with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Ryan. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, South. Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 84 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 47 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
Looking for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans cut into that lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
21.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Reset.
On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but
And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 33 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
21.
Now Ryan on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jack Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Looks to me, partner, like he's in the game. I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the intercept. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jack Crawford in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. The fake punt gets them 10, and that changes things as they've got a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's Ryan to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 81 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 51 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Takk McKinley bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
21.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
20.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
54, South. 21.
Now Ryan going up top. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Fair to